think of it, it's just quite funny, because I don't even know why, but Baruuk does this. And honestly, I thought Garuda's talons are the best possible exalted weapon in the game, but considering how Baruuk's exalted weapon works with the range attacks and the augment it got, which is just insanely OP, I think I changed my mind and I'm leaning way more towards Baruuk having the best possible exalted weapon in the game, cause Garuda's anyway way more fun to play with the Dread Mirror because of how bonkers the damage is on it. And speaking of that augment, this is the very augment I mean, the Reactive Storm. Desert Wind is granted plus 250 status chance and changes its damage type to match enemy weaknesses. Therefore, that's a straight up 1.5x faction multiplier after the status changes, and the damage armor, all of that changes, because all of the weaknesses limits on 1.5x now. There's no 75, no 25, so you're always hitting 1.5x with that weapon. And of course the status chance scales with ability strength. And here we have another augment for him. For Elude, it also scales with ability strength, and every attack Baruuk eludes increases his melee attack speed and melee critical damage by 5 up to 6 stacks. It all scales with ability strength, so that's what we're gonna be using for both more damage and more attack speed. But before we go deeper into the build, let's see his gameplay and check if you're interested in Baruuk, but definitely if you like melee, exalted weapon style and the range on your melee, this is the guy. So here we are in mission. I'm just gonna get our ability strength up with the Noctua, start the fucking survival, because it always takes ages to stack. We get our hands to get our ability, our passive going, rolling. We get some more energy from the energy pod, we're gonna get our elude up, like this, and now we just wait. That's why I never say that Baruuk is good for fast mission, because you need not energy, but your restraint for his exalted weapon. So the circle you see above the energy is a circle that shows you how much energy you have for your exalted weapon. The less restraint you have, the less damage you take, which is also amazing about him. And we dodging everything with our 1, we disarming everything with our 3, and just waiting for the restraint, but that just looks like it's enough. Where's my weapons? I want my Noctua back. They already stole it, bro. I just picked it up. Look, I'm not taking damage, I'm just dodging everything. You'll get my ability strength, Madurai sling strength, cancel my elude, get my exalted weapon now, get my elude now, so it's snapshotted on higher levels, and now I can actually start being Baruuk. I have my restraint, my stacks up, my elude gives me way more attack speed and crit damage now. And well, that's our relic mission, so the moment we get ability strength, we can go to the Void guy and snapshot it again for even more stupid values. Our melee is ranged. The way we get combo points is simple. We wait for Panzer to do it, because we have 1.2 range on actual connecting hit, which will give it the combo points. So it's pointless, because the shockwaves, they don't scale with condition overload, they don't give you combo points. So yeah, you use your Panzer for it. He does quite well with it, just don't kill everything, so he can like just melee swing at it instead of straight up just being able to throw the quills for your viral. We have, remember, the TennoCreate only procs when you actually hit, not the shockwaves. So if you want to do damage cap, I suggest you to get the TennoCreate proc. Or just don't care about the combo points, well, then you just press this. You need at least some virals on the targets. I'm out of energy, because I'm talking instead killing. Killing is our sustain on energy. I finally started taking damage, which is really problematic, because I don't use adaptation at the moment. But energy pot should do just fine with energy. I will get the AB strength insta for the snapshot. Now we go elude, recast the hands. Hands are a very important part of your survival, by the way. They disarm the enemies, they keep your restraint checked. Restraint means 50% damage reduction. Look at my restraint, it's always like no restraint left. That's what we want to achieve. Then no restraint. None at all. Oh, I can snapshot everything here actually. Drop this. Oh, I got my pet, got me the efficiency to snapshot as well. So my loot is way more cheap on the per second drain. I don't understand why people always on Baruuk I see people just helmet over it. Like, dude, this ability is fucking great. It got Augment now. Attack speed, crit damage, dodges everything. You see, look, this is a loot. I don't even have 360 on it. But for some reason, it just dodges anyway. And I don't have even the 360 on ability range on it. But I still dodge everything. Oh, there's some hit. But the disarms needed though. Oh, look, this guy is fully... Oh. That was strange. Well, look, our Panzer one hit gives us several combo points. Right, let's try to do some damage cap. I have a lot of efficiency on my Desert Wind, that's why I'm not losing all the combo points. Can't even see if I'm hitting it, there's too many numbers. I'm gonna get extra 100 crit for my Wrathful Advance. And boom. I actually don't know how much I hit. No, they got immune. 45 mil. $26. Time to clean them up. Where's Misery? Gone. 260 mil. Recast the hands. I have no idea how much I hit actually. $54. I don't know. What's gonna show how much I hit? But yeah, that's pretty much the gameplay. You're immortal. I should pour my Prime Sure-Footed on him, by the way, but yeah. Or at least play Unairo, but I went all in for the damage, so I don't care. He seems to really invincible. Like, you just don't get really hit. But you hit a lot. Oh, now I should... The Madurai. No, the numbers, they always disappear like under the screen for some reason. It's really nice when you have efficiency on Baruuk. Once you get those combos rolling and you're not dropping them, it's just beautiful. You can do some slams. Like, it's so annoying when they get immune. 700 actually from slam. 700 mil. Just gotta try one more time to get the cup. At least for me to see it. Oh, should be here. No, it's nearly 1 bill. I'm not really that all into the damage though. 1.3 bill. I swear to God, it probably was there somewhere, but I just cannot get my eyes on it. 52 damage, okay. Some more. Some more. It's so nice with the combo. Let's see how fast our Panzer can get it back for us. The fuck's Panzer? 7x. He's actually oh, it's done. Full combo points again. 900 mils somewhere. Okay, like the damage cap. Let's go over the build now. If you're enjoying my content, remember to subscribe and click that bell icon to get notified with my latest uploads. And without further ado, let's continue with the video. I'm using Okina in my melee slot for the movement speed on it and the fact that I can put Amar's Contempt on dual daggers. So I wanna teleport with my heavy swings. And I have all this kind of stat stick thingies here. Gladiator Might, this works on your Desert Wind, so you better get that shit rolling with the combo points. And I have my Noctua for the ability strength snapshots for Karnis, Saxum, and both Augur mod set stat sticks here as well. And if I really wanna hit the damage cap, I usually use my Sido to prime them, but I think Viral is enough. And that viral leads us of course to our Panzerwolperpfeiler built like this. We have Seismic Bond, which I snapshot for the efficiency on my elude. Yeah, there's a lot of things you think about like with the snapshot, but once you get going, you forget about all of that. Everything is already set in stone and you don't really have to repeat it. That is exactly why I would never use him for a short mission like Exterminate, because there is quite some things to make him like actually work perfectly. So you get your restraint off and your snapshots, but that shit makes him a fucking monster, so I highly advise you to get used to it. We have this because we want all the energy in the world, and from time to time we just cast our Wrathful Advance in our hands, and Panzer will really easily give us the Mystic Bond we need all the time for the casts. Tandem Bond, you saw, like, the Tandem Bond is just amazing, especially for exalted weapons like Umbra's Exalted Blade, for Desert Wind. And that's because our Panzer has access to swipe. He generates the combo points in 2-3 hits because it hits several mobs. And Seismic Bond also gives him the shockwaves, so figure it out yourself, but this is the build we need on the companion. The focus pick I had Madurai, but I highly advise you to use Unairu because we won't really have slots for Primed Sure-Footed, but if you want all of the damage possible, it's definitely Madurai. And for the Desert Wind, we go with Primed Pressure Point, Galvanized, Killing Blow, Organ, Focus, Double, Focus Mods, Energy and Radon, Primed Fever Strike. We always hit like the weakness element anyway due to our augment, so it doesn't really matter. I picked the highest elemental damage mod and 2 focus mods for our attack efficiency, heavy attack efficiency, and Seismic Wave. Since we have the Gladiator mods and all of that combo point thingies, we wanna do the biggest damage with our heavy attack. That's why we have the efficiency, because it really do help not to get it from 12x to none. It really, like you saw on the gameplay, it's amazing to have those two. Why don't we go for range? Well, it's because we're using either the shockwaves that are not affected by this, or our heavy attack Slam, which is the first in the combo. 163, it has 9 meter, it does not get affected by Prime Reach, so we don't really need the range. So here you see your heavy, the first one, that's a Slam one. The second one you never use. And for the TennoCreate slot, I would be using this instead this. I was using that before I had my Armor set, but with the Armor, at least one of the Armor sets, it's fine to have this one instead of the one that gives you longer time, since the range part we're not getting any benefit from. So remember, our regular first heavy is a slam attack, so that leads us to, of course, that leads us to the Baruuk build, and that's why we have 2 Niras here, and that's why I don't have Prime Sure-Footed. So Steel Charge, Prime Continuity, we stack up a lot of ability strength, that's why we have so low efficiency, and that's why we need the Seismic Bond. And also, as you can see, we had no Berserker Fury on the weapon, and we have no Arcane Strike here. It's all Elusive Retribution, and the fact we snapshot it with extra 100 ability strength via Noctua and our Madurai. So the only time we recast the loot is once we stacked with Augmented, when maybe we get the Relic ability strength buff and we're in the Void Zone, or when we walk into a Nullifier. But if you have all the stacked thingies, and on top of that you can snapshot it doing the Relic strength buff, well, that's when you can never ever recast it if you don't drop it via Nullifier or something like Energy Luck. High ability strength also helps us to get way more hands, which disarm enemies and give our restraint maintains. Dodging also maintains our restraint, which is the passive we have for damage reduction for our 4. It's like the energy bar for our 4 basically, and that's why I never understand why people prefer to use Lul instead of Elude. I instantly helmet over the second ability. Fuck the second ability, this is way better. This is literally immortality. With 1 range mods, it feels like it dodges from 360 angle. So, we have all the combo counter automated by our pet, we have the dodging, we have the disarming, a lot of status chance buff from our Serene Storm Augment. So, why we have Wrathful Advance? Simply because we have 5 Tau-Forged Violet Argon Shards, and that after stack is like 400-500. When you use it on Abyss Strength, it's gonna be of course 1k%, and I mean Abyss Strength buff from the Relic. So you're gonna have some real fun with that. But if you don't like to heavy attack on them, you can drop all the Nira mods and put adaptation in here, Prime Sure-Footed, and if you don't like the heavy attack as well, that means we need to get rid of the Seismic Wave and we can put any other damage mod. And honestly, if I wasn't using any heavy slams, heavy anything, I would be using just Berserker Fury here for the most obnoxious attack speed and just clearing all the hallways beautifully with the shockwaves. So that's all from me for Baruuk, so keep calm, spam the damage caps, and enjoy. And if you did enjoy, leave a like, comment, share and subscribe, and as always, see you on the next one.